Okay, I got that song stuck in my head again. I don't know why. Okay, there's the bookmarks. Staying well and avoiding burnout. There we go. Like Alucard. Who are you? La, 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 la. Yeah, I gotta just say something to him. Or sure, not like it. Some random person saying hi to everyone. And inviting everyone to a live stream. Care to join in? Alright, but this video, this live stream, is not about me talking to random people on Discord. Well, sure. Okay, if that's the case, is there any chance you might be able to add me on YouTube to prepare for the live stream? So he's like, yes, well, sure. And I'm like, okay, you want to add me anyways? And he's like, sure. Alright, this thing I'm going to do, because I want to go and get a certificate from YouTube. I already have one, the letter of completion for getting started. On my wall! What's your channel theme? This. Anyways, I'm gonna say hi to every single person. No, I'm not. I'm actually going to take this course. Finish it! And then take a break. Because I gotta clean that bathroom. Badly. Are you streaming Roblox? No. And I can prove it right now. Right now, if you wish. Don't worry, I am not streaming Roblox. That's its own territory. You wanna see? Wanna say hi? Hee hee. Hee hee. Hee 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 hee. Hee hee. I'm watching it. Trust me. I'm not playing Roblox. I got out of it like a frickin' drag. Oops. Oh, yeah, never mind. Whoop. Okay, now I'm going to do something else. This thing right here. Watching it. I guess you already know. And knowing is like 3/4 of the battle. Or is it half the battle? Or is it a quarter? Why is it only a fraction when we're talking about knowing? How do we know that a specific part of action includes half knowing and the other half action? Oh well. Creator Academy. Staying well and avoiding burnout. Should I actually watch the video? I'm going to put it on low audio. I have a better idea. Recently realized that I am huge on self-care. It makes me so happy. Oops. Sorry. If your body is working well, then your mind can work a little more optimally, because I need all the help that I can get. Exercise is really good for your brain and puts you focused and puts you in a better mindset. When you find a way to mix being active with doing something you're going to do anyways, that's the ticket. Wait, what? What the hell did I just hear? I just, like, listened to a few words. Something about exercise, being active, being healthy. I'm putting it so that I don't have to deal with the audio. Makes me so extremely happy. Self-care, people are happy. If your body is working well, then your mind can work a little more optimally. Because I need all the help I can get. I don't know, that part threw me off because if your body is working well, your mind can work optimally. I think it should be restated easy. If your body's working well, then your mind is working well. Easier. Exercise is good for your brain. It helps you focus, puts you in a better mindset. When you find a way to mix being active with doing something we're going to be doing anyways, that's the ticket. What? We're going to be doing? Being active with something we're doing? Or being active with something we like? I don't know, we're mixing up. Let's take it outside the channel. The thing I really focus on the most is staying active. I spend most of the days with my dogs, so I love riding a skateboard and letting them pull me along. At least once a week, I just have to step away, get out of the house, and go for a bike ride. Maybe take a hike somewhere and just get out and enjoy nature again. I am so much more productive if I sleep. Even if I don't get a day off that week, I make sure I sleep. Because if I don't get sleep, I don't function. I get sick. It's giving me a lot more energy. I get a lot heavier, looking better on the camera. Hopefully, just help me make more videos and to enjoy what I'm doing again. Because I was a pre-med student, because I studied anatomy, physiology, chemistry, and all these things, I read every label and asked what's in the food. I turned into that girl that all she talks about is meal prepping and setting her alarm to every 3 hours. And it's true. It's really important to remember when you're not just taking care of your physical health, but you're not just taking care of your physical health. Take care of your mental health. Meditating really helps me to shut things off and not let my brain go a million miles per hour. I noticed a difference in my ability to stay present in the moment because of meditation. Meditation gives you a chance to be by yourself and away from your technology for bed and gives your brain a rest. I think all the craziness, to me, it really de-stresses me. I bought a journal 3 weeks ago. I try to write in at least once a day. It's really therapeutic. I got a lot of fear after I've written it. I love driving by myself, listening to music. That's heavy meditation time for me. Right, reading a book. What? No. You said meditation involves getting away from technology. Isn't music, the medium you're listening to, part of technology? That's pretty cool. To me, just the feel of holding a paperback in your hands, whatever it is, and escaping into a whole new world. Even though the idea of meditation was originally about getting away from things like technology, and we're going right back to that, I've noticed that I'm happy now in a way I wasn't before. I used to be excited a lot. I used to have a lot of joy in my life. But it was always like I was chasing it. I was always chasing something. And now I can just sit and be okay. You hear that, everybody? If you're chasing joy, you're not happy. If you're just sitting with it, that's fine. Then you just sit back and be okay. Done. Recharge, playing, sleepy, healthy food, taking it on. Finding ways we're all happy and finding ways that can coincide together is the key. Coincide. Didn't say anything about what you like. You could have your life coincide with something crappy. But is it good? Okay. Now, try it. Quiz. Meditation is an activity that you do sitting still. Because of the video, some people work differently. So, it's not just sitting still. That girl in the video said something along the lines of, I listen to music and that's heavy meditation. So that's false. Next! Is something wrong if you're not happy at all times? No. And that's okay. Why should you try to avoid overly processed foods? They contain a lot of sugar, they may not be healthy. All the above. Congrats, you passed with 100%. Oh! Wow! 100% right off the bat. Next lesson. Oh, plan your day's important schedule. What? I think I need to listen to another video. Wow, I actually got it right all off. If you're having a problem with that, question yourself. Why not? Okay, it tells me I need to watch this video as well. Oh, crap. Oh, there's captions. I think it's all about finding balance. It's hard whenever you're working for yourself when to turn off. When to turn it back on. Somehow the idea of criticizing these people have allowed me to pass that test. Because it's not all just about frickin' being okay. Sometimes not being okay is okay. I started my... shit. I screwed up. I gotta start over. On a balance, hard to do when you're working for yourself. When to turn it off. When to turn it back on. I sort of started my YouTube journey at the same time I became a father. There's a real battle of trying to meet their ends while still meeting your needs. While putting out a content of also... Okay, so the idea goes back to balance. Putting content to see. I didn't used to balance it at all. It was like you made a thing and it was your life. And you lived in the basement. And if you aren't making something, who are you? So, people who are not content creators have no identity. On my way to work one day, I was like, I can't keep this up. I can't keep working. And I'm doing my channel and pouring my heart. This is no end in sight. And I know I'm about to burn out because I'm just going crazy. Wow. If you burn out, you're going crazy. Hear that, ladies and gentlemen? If you experience symptoms of psychosis, if you experience moments where you're about to burn out from work, you're going to experience psychosis. And I'm going to get to burn out because I'm going crazy, and nothing sounds fun anymore. But some people say crazy is fun. Recognize the first key in fixing burnout is taking a step back. So how do you prevent those meltdowns and those burnouts? For me personally, it's scheduling time. Without blocking out time for the stuff that's important to me, it would happen. We're going back to balance again. Because YouTube is so demanding. I take my little planner and then write out a to-do list. A very specific, reasonable to-do list. Specific, not complex. I know that I plan my videos Monday. I shoot on Tuesday, edit it on Wednesday. And that way I have a little bit of leeway for when I post on Friday. It was such a blessing to be able to be like, oh, it's 6, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. You're your own boss, but you're also the employee. Oh, so you need to give yourself a schedule and stick to it. I do have device-free zones and times. Device-free zones and times. What? So things are really important to spend time away from the computer. But it's okay to listen to music. Spend away from the screen. For me, it's about taking time away from unplug from YouTube, from social media. I thought it was relaxing a lot because I would lay in bed and edit. And I thought that it was relaxing, but it's still working. I should remove technology and just hang out with my friends. Well, you can be physically tired. You can still be mentally tired. I come up with the best ideas when I'm not distracted by my computer. Or my phone. I find it's just difficult to schedule time off. Well, don't you use your phone to schedule something? And you would have to avoid your phone, so it would be difficult to schedule something? It's tough because vacations make great content. But at the same time, you're supposed to be on vacation. And at some point I was like, I can't go on. So I decided that I wanted to kill myself. No. 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 Oof! What? No, don't talk about suicide. I need a mandatory day off. I have a lot of friends on YouTube who have taken months off at times. If they feel that's necessary, you have to. If your mind's not right, you're not going to be putting stuff out there that people want to watch. Fear of feeling terrible is what kept me in the rhythm of better habits. What? Fear of feeling terrible? Let me just read that again. People want to watch. Fear of feeling terrible is what has kept me in the rhythm of better habits. So you're run by fear! Okay. Be a control freak about your schedule. Be on routine that's actually realistic. Maybe that's why Will Ryan does what he does. Your audience is going to be so supportive. They want you to be happy. They want you to be healthy. So stop complaining to everybody about negativity and stop being a freaking guru and lecturing spiritualistic narratives about feeling good. Yeah, I went there. Video for day, no, okay. Let's see. Creator Academy. Okay, when I'm playing, why is this? Okay, when planning out your day, why is it important to schedule when you will stop working? Regular life days can take you away from family and friends. If you don't stop working, you'll have fun time to exercise. All the above! Because balance. Goes back to balance. Balancing your life. Next. What's a warning point of burnout? Eating a healthy breakfast? No. Spending lots of time with friends? No. Feeling resentful, waking up and feel upset. What is the warning sign of a burnout? Feeling crazy. She said being crazy. If you experience burnout, it feels crazy. Was there anything about being crazy that was connected to something else? Being crazy, you don't feeling resentful towards your audience? Yes. Unenthusiastic averse. This could be a sign of a burnout. Feeling resentful. I thought it was about being crazy. What's one easy way to take a vacation but film for the vlog? Pick one day, all the above. Take a vacation specifically, and second, you're offline. Dang it. There we go, submit. You passed with 100%, even though it was allowed to read. Next lesson. Balance. Am I on the third or fourth one? I'm on the third. Health, wellness, and fast acting career. I passed that. Balance work and life. That I already passed. Balancing your public channel with your personal life. So in other words, be a Hillary Clinton. Should probably do something with this. Dashboard, I gotta find the video and link it to everybody. Have fun. Where's... There it is. Found it. Copy link. Just as soon as it changed. Now. At everyone. Hold up. 50 plus people. Send. Thank you. Oh, balancing work and life. I already did that. Now I gotta balance public channel and personal. Public channel with the personal life. Protecting privacy. Maybe that's what Will Ryan was all about. Maybe that's what he was all on about. YouTube, any platform, is about a tiny window into your life. But people think it's the full picture. The internet is a weird place. Whatever you can do to keep yourself safe is totally worth it. As YouTubers, we share a lot of ourselves and our lives, but we should be in control of what we want to share. In the beginning of sharing my life via the internet, I really let the comments get to me. You're putting yourself on the internet. You're vulnerable. And you're opening yourself up to criticism from people you'll never meet. I think there's nothing that will kill the spark of a new creator faster than trolls. It's gonna... Wait, nothing kills a creator's spark faster than trolls? A community that work hard to build. I need to monitor that. As negative comments come through, we have a great community manager. It's completely volunteer. She's just amazing. And it's time problematic, and the word that comes up, she's like, add it to the blacklist. Negative comments are negative comments, and you can't please everyone, because that's exhausting. You kind of need to just let it go and move on with your day. Maybe that's what you were on about. Maybe I should actually talk to you about that. Frickin' well, Rye. Next, set boundaries. I'm so in the territory, I'm sharing so much of my personal life, that people think they know me more than they do. That we're already friends, and that really blurs the line. I had to learn that I accept at some point that I'm responsible to my community and I'm not responsible for them. I love to connect with my fans, and I love to stay interactive with them. Maybe. The idea of the community, you're responsible to the community, but not responsible to them. But if your fans are them, if your fans are part of the community, aren't you also responsible for them? But it can't be a direct connection with you all day, every day. There are certain things I'm going to share with you, and there are certain things I'm going to keep for myself and my sanity. And for my family, safety, and health. We're sort of open books on the channel. There's also certain things that we don't show them. And they're just us. It's really important to still have a normal life. Without a camera in your face all the time. Is that what he really thinks? I'm just pointing a camera? Like, yeah, I'm live streaming him right here. But that's pretty much it. But I'm not sharing DMs. I'm just using a straw man. I admit to using a fallacy in a live stream. He probably doesn't know what I'm saying. But I'm not using his content, so... Whee! There are people who try to find information that comes to you. So you can't be surprised when it comes to you. And kind of regurgitates everything that has happened to you. For the past 5 years, because you showed it to them. And he's like, oh, hey, Garnetzx! I just found your phone. I just want to see if you were here. Blackmail? You want to play some games? You definitely don't want people showing up to where you live. Definitely trying to have organized meetups. Well, tell that to the Team 10. So that I stick to. Just keeping it safer. Keeping it easier. Because safer is better. Look at what? I missed a couple of messages. I don't want to miss it. Lock down your information. Make sure Facebook is set to private. Make sure you have a domain name that's set to private. And I don't show where I live, the outside of where I live. Don't show people my license plate. Don't show people any documents. If I'm doing Instagram pictures, I'll make sure that I don't take any photos. Within a couple of streets of where my house is. If you want to share about the restaurant you're at, save it. Share it later in the day. You don't need to share everything in real time. Have a friend who's good at cyber stalking. Pretend that they're going to go on a date with you. And try to find everything they can find about you. Everything doesn't need to know everything that I'm doing. Separately for self people recognized by fans. Protect your personal information. I could explain what you've been saying to me. So, maybe. But the whole idea with this video, I'm just saying I don't feel comfortable, I don't feel safe with this. So you have to be closed down, otherwise you're not feeling safe. Really encourages the safe space idea. You have to stand up for yourselves. It's really hard. It's really hard because you care about them and you want the best for everybody. But you've got to take care of yourself too. Here's the spring. Okay. That's one thing you should practice in case you run into someone who watches your channel. What's one thing you should practice in case you run into someone who watches your channel? No, you don't want to ignore them. Way to wrap up a conversation. How to say thank you for watching your channel. Where you talk about the weather in case... You don't want to ignore them. Because you're trying to get your fans engaged in them. So scratch that one off. Friggin' multiple choice answers. Can't get away from them. They will always come back to me when I have to go to the mid... No! Dang it. Why did I accidentally click on the answer I said I'm not gonna click on? Okay, 60-second conversation. Way to wrap up the conversation. Thank you. Thank you. No. Wrap it up. Wrap it up! Knowing how to end a conversation can be helpful. Yeah, well, Ryan, good job on ending it. That will be it. Wow, everything I take on this frickin' these multiple choice tests link back to you. Next, what should you avoid filming in order to keep your private life out of your channel? Cause, lessons, plays, all the above. Next, when you receive a negative comment, what's the best course of action? Obsess over the comment. Remember that the comment is likely more from the person who wrote value. Remember the comment is likely? Yes. Submit! Yes. New course. What? No. Burnout. Avoiding burnout. Not the burnout. Seems to be more productive and efficient. I think it might as well be, well, yeah, it is for YouTubers. Productivity. When you work for a big company, you're kind of doing it for someone else's dream. At the end of the day, this is my dream. This is everything I want. So I get all the return off when I put into it. That pushes me even harder. That pushes me maybe motivatingly, but never mind. Never want to lose the reason you start a YouTube channel. It's a simple sentence of, I want to make stuff. I want to put it online for people to see. I'm going to do it that I love to do. I'm going to put it in content that I believe in. That I like, that I want to watch. So you're intrinsically motivated, not extrinsically motivated. You can't change who you are because your audience, they just want authenticity and for you to be you. They're following you for you, so just continue to do that. Stay true to yourself and it will work out. It's really nice because you end up attracting an audience that loves you the most. I think there's really something really special about sticking to your own voice and what you really want to do and that you're really passionate about. If you stray too far from the stuff that you're getting excited about making, what was the point? My advice to creators and looking at numbers is don't do it. Don't look at the numbers. Don't do it. I try to dwell hard on it because I know at the end of the day, it's supposed to do. It's not what it's supposed to do. Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at the number. Okay, where the hell was it? There it is. Back here. Hi. There's somebody else here. Where were they? Now, let's see. If there's anything I learned from Will Rai, is sometimes you gotta end it right there and not keep it going. What I'm supposed to do. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Why didn't my last video do well? Take a step back and see what everything sorts of peaks and troughs. So just keep going and don't get too worked up about it. Just keep going. Just ignore it, keep moving on, and end it. Maybe. I know when I snuck in the frickin' server, and everybody kept talking about me, they would just end the conversation, move on, nothing to see here, without solving anything. That's not how you solve anything. Just be genuine, put it up, and the numbers will follow. Who cares about the numbers? Taking on my channel by yourself, it can be overwhelming sometimes. If I didn't have a good team, it would be a lot harder to balance. If I'm in the position where I can delegate something to someone else, and I need to do that, I will. Find someone to help do this task. Relate the process that I don't enjoy doing. I did a lot of videos that I have a lot of editors in the past. I have a producing partner who is my husband, and I wonder will I have somebody I trust and bounce ideas off of. The team, I think, actually makes creating content a lot more interesting. You think I should never feel like you should create alone? There's always people that can help. The biggest hack for making my channel more efficient would be to pre-upload. So normally videos aren't going to go up for like another week. For us, we are on a schedule of shooting about once a month. And then we'd have content for the month. I recently got into making templates that just have formats in general. To make things easier, it's hard to spend the time to make the template. But once you do it, it's going to save you hours and hours. Because you have to work on the template. Just fill in the blanks! Now I'm in full-time on the channel. If I hadn't asked for what I needed, and I'd be like, I'll just push through it. I would have stopped. There's no way I could have kept going. Wait, what? Hold on a second. I want to look over something. Now I'm full-time. If I had been just like, if I had been like, I'll just push through it, I would have stopped because there's no way I kept going. What? Hold on a second. I saw at the beginning where you were talking about pushing through. The end of the day was my dream. This is really what I want. Get a return. Something about pushing. I knew, and it pushes me harder. Hold on a second! Your dream pushes you. But you said, if I'm going to push it, then it's going to stop you. Oh, well, never mind. So like I do, don't obsess over numbers. Try to find help and collaborators. Streamline your process. Or live stream your process. Like what you do. Oh, and one more thing. Now I'm full-time on the channel. If asked hadn't asked for what I needed, I would have been like, I'll just push through it. If I haven't asked what I need, I'll just push through it. I would have stopped. There's no way I kept going. You found something, don't try. It's better to chase your dream, but it's gotta try. Just do what you're doing, stay in it. What brought you to the dance? And I'll try, like, be the best that you can be. Be the best that you can be. You're special. You're special. Hello! Hi. Simple hacks can streamline your radio operation, make more money. What is it with money? When getting help in your channel, you only need to offer money in return. No! No, you don't have to do the money. What strategy will not save you time when planning out your shoots? Creating new styles of thumbnail. No! Shooting multiple videos one day. No! Deciding on your video title before the shoot. No! Writing down the shots you want to capture. What will not save time? I know there was an idea in the video that talked about doing something regarding templates. Quick! Dang it. Writing down the shots you want to capture in your script. Nope. Deciding your videos. Nope. Dang it. Creating new styles of thumbnails. New styles of thumbnails. I think I know why. The idea that she said there is I create a template because to her that's consistent. But creating new styles for every video is not consistent. You're resorting to a new template every now and then. Next! More resources for alternative revenue streams are available through creators. Crowdfunding, Twitter, FameBait, channel memberships. Really? Yep, I did see the channel membership. Submit! Thanks. Course exam. Why is getting sleep important? Keeps your mind fresh, being sleepy enough to a state of mind, all of the above. Next! What effect can be grateful? What effect can be being grateful having in your life? Being grateful, guarantee the focus when you meditate, affect the nutrition. Being grateful, oh god. Oh shit. Don't obsess over it, even if you frickin' fail. Ever just fails more. How fappy you are. No. What effect of being grateful? Guarantee the focus when you meditate. Maybe. What's the benefit of having a schedule each day? Tracks all the things, all about. You can balance your life. Next. What usually does not contribute to burnout? Getting too little sleep. Worrying about your channel. I didn't even finish with this. Lay off. Now. Worrying about your channel. What usually does not contribute to burnout? Can you burn out into vacation? Possibly. Getting too little sleep. That does it. Analyzing your video. You worry about the numbers, so of course. Worrying about your channel. These two, no. Getting too little sleep. Taking vacations. Next. What's the first thing you should do if you feel burnt out? Give up YouTube. Imagine the statistics that YouTube gets with regards to that answer. Review your channel analytics. No. Acknowledge it's happening. Reflect on it. Well, burnout is taking a step back. Acknowledging is taking a step back. The blick! When meeting up with fans, who should be in charge of the conversation? You! Fans are not in charge. Because you have a boundary. You want to end it. In order to keep your private life private, there are certain things you don't want to show your channel. Which of these things is okay to show your channel? The address, boarding, your dog. Dog! What proactive steps can you take to make sure your comment section is not a negative experience? Have someone else moderate. Use block words list. Delete negative. The block more to receive the on your channel. Have someone else moderate your comment section. Use block words list. Moderate. When building out a team to help, you should find people who are less proficient. Hire people to do things you don't like to do. Yup. Pay top dollar for the best help. Hire that first person who offers. Nope. Hire the people to do things you don't like to do. Which of the following is not an alternative monetary source? Brand deals. I think. I'm not sure. When building a team to help you on a channel, you should find... Did I not just... Find out people who are less proficient. Hire people. I did just answer that! Which of the following is not an alternative Oh, okay. Brand deals. Submit! You scored... Shit! You scored 67%. You need 75 to pass. You can retake the quiz as many times as you like. Alright, fine. Let's do this. 67. What the hell? Screwed up. Badly. Maybe that's why Will Ryan got it right. I should stop mentioning his name. Everybody can mention his name. Okay, so... Let me just look at something. 13... Wait, 10 divided by 13... Oops. Nope. 10 divided by 13. 76. So I gotta have at least 10 answers right, and 3 of them wrong. I think I got 2 or 3 more wrong. More than I did. Maybe? Sleeps! Why is getting sleep enough? Sleep keeps your mind fresh. Being sleepy is not usually the best state of mind for coming up with new ideas. Sleep helps your body function at its best. Yeah, but your body helps your mind. Being sleepy is not the best state of mind. Keeps your mind fresh. What's the point of that? Maybe. Helps your body function at its best. Being sleepy is not... I know, Will Rai has missed a lot of sleep. And he came up with ideas somehow, but not always the best state. Maybe. I'm having second thoughts. Which answers do I need to change and why? Something about sleep. Helps your body function at its best. Sleep keeps your mind fresh. Being sleepy is not usually the best state of mind. But some people have actually got through with it. I'm gonna change it up. What effect can you have be grateful? I don't know if being grateful. It can help guarantee, it can help affect the nutritional content. This has never been mentioned, nutritional content. Meditation has been mentioned. It can affect how happy you are. I don't think I've heard anything. It can affect the amount of sleep you can get. Maybe. I'll change that. What's the benefit of having a schedule each day? All the above. Well, usually does not contribute to burnout. Taking vacations. Worrying about your channel. Does not contribute to burnout. That's the thing with questions like these. They really throw me off. The simplest of questions. I probably am going to fail it again. But it is a huge process of trial and error. Take a step back. Acknowledge what's happening and reflect on where you got in the plate. Even though that's part of what's worrying, I might have to fix that. I can only get 3 of these answers wrong. If I change it up, I'm going to have to go with the answers that I had before and then switch up. Like, switch up some of the answers and some of the questions. Let's take a step back. When meeting up with fans, who should be your fan? Who should be in charge of the conversation? You! Because you decide you need to end it. In order to keep your private life private, there are certain things you don't want to show on your channel. Which are these things? Your dog. Boarding passes for a flight. No, you don't want to show the front of your house, where you live, the address, license plates, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what proactive stuff can you make sure your comment section is not a negative experience? All the above. Let's say all the above. When building a team out to help your channel, you should find people who are less proficient. This is the same. When building a team out to help your channel. Next. Which of the following is not an alternative monetary source? Sponsorships. AdWords. Because I've done AdWords before, and you spend money to get ads. You don't get money from this. That's how I got 10K views on one of my videos. So AdWords. Monetization. When building out a team, help your channel. Hire the people they don't like to do. Next. Which of the following is not an alternative mind source? Ads. Crowdfunding. Brand deals. Submit! Yes! I did it! Finally! I actually did something right there. I was like, am I gonna make it worse? No, like, you had to change it up. I had to change to the answers because I wasn't thinking straight. Which is not monetization. Monetization, you get money, but with AdWords, you spend money. Nice. Sweet! That's how it's done. I'm gonna print that up later on tomorrow when I get out. So, it looks like I have actually done it. Now, I have passed staying well enough within burnout. I must do something else with my life. Okay, what is this? Creative treatments for video content. Copyright. Oh, shit! Well, I guess I'm the next step to being a YouTuber. Protect your content with copyright. Navigate copyright permissions. Manage your copyright online. I guess with this, I'll have some sense of what YouTube is saying with copyright. And if somebody calls me out on something that's not part of their stuff, I'll just refer to this course. Know how copyright helps you. Confirm what copyright protects. Recognize these exclusive rights. Differentiate other legal protections. Review additional sources. Well, since we're on the subject of copyright, I will best know how copyright helps you. You're back. bronchitis. Now, where was I? Copyrights. So I did it. I finished the Burnout one. Maybe that's why Will Rai tried to end a conversation like that. For personal safety. No videos here, just stuff I gotta read. Copyright is a form of intellectual property law that protects the original works of authorship for a set amount of period of time. If you're the copyright owner, this protection grants you a list of rights to control how your work is used to make money from, including who can share it on YouTube. Copyright existed long before the internet, like originating from the United Kingdom in the Statute of Anne of 1709. As the digital media landscape expands, it's critical to understand copyright law and how it applies to your content. Copyright protection begins when your original work is fixed in a tangible medium, such as recorded in audio or video, stored on a computer, or simply written on paper. While copyright registration is required, you may be able to register your copyright to document your ownership. Fiction, may be able to register your copyright to document your ownership. In the United States, copyright registration with the U.S. Copyright Office may be necessary before filing. For filing an infringement suit. In other jurisdictions, copyright registration may not be available or may provide more limited benefits. Copyright law is national, so get local advice. You wronged me. Confirm what copyright protects. Since YouTube launched in May 2005, we've enabled billions of people to discover and watch original videos, just like other visual works. All our videos can be protected by copyright. Original videos, including those on YouTube, are subject to copyright protection with the moment they're created. Not based on the... Wait, what? Original videos, including those on YouTube, are subject to copyright protection the moment they're created. Not based upon who is the first to register or upload them. Wait, what? Original videos on YouTube, not the first. Copyright also protects other types of works. Sound recordings, musical compositions, written works such as lectures, articles, books, visual works such as photos, paintings, posters, and ads, video games, computer software, dramatic works such as plays and musical. That one I should probably work on. Because I did try to stream up Titus Andronicus. Not a good idea. Ideas, facts, and processes are not copyrightable. If you have an idea for an amazing video, you need to actually record it, write it down to be eligible for copyright. You also can't copyright a name, title, or short phrase with certain exceptions, although these things may be subject to other legal protections. For example, when someone records an original video of a grumpy cat laying on her bed, she would be the copyright owner of the video, and she could control how it's shared. The name Grumpy Cat isn't subject to copyright, although it could be registered as a trademark in order to sell plush toys and other merchandise with this distinctive name. It may not be subject to copyright, but it could still be subject to trademarks. Recognize these exclusive rights. Copyright law grants the owner several exclusive rights for a defined period of time. This means the owner is the only party who can exercise or grant the rights of production, distribution, public performance, public display, creation of derivative works. What is not copyrightable again? Ideas, facts, and processes. Facts. Will Ryan reacted to a false flag. Copyright? But no, I'm not going to hold that over him. That's just trying to tread the waters. Versions or literary material are reproduction, abridgment, or pre-existing works. Unless you have permission for creating a derivative work, you may need to be careful of avoiding unauthorized adaptations. You may want to get legal advice from an expert before uploading videos that are based on the characters, storylines, and other elements of the copyrighted material. All copyright owners are entitled to the same scope of exclusive rights from independent musicians, vloggers to record labels, and move studios. YouTube ecosystem thrives when everyone recognizes and respects the rights of copyright owners and designated rights holders. Differentiate other legal protections. Copyright is just one form of legal property, intellectual property. It's not the same as trademark. Trademark, which protects brand names, mottos, logos, and other source identifiers. It's also different from patent law, which protects inventions. Another distinction is privacy. If someone posts a video of you without your consent, you may request removal if you're uniquely identifiable by image, voice, full name, and other personal information. This is separate from a copyright complaint. YouTube has policies to handle this situation, such as harassment and harmful content. Trademark. A video improperly uses a brand name or a distinctive mark. Privacy. I appear in this video without my consent. Someone is maliciously attacking me online. Harmful content. I found a video that incites violence. Blah, 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 blah. Okay! When does an original work receive copyright protection? As soon as it's posted online. What? When it's shared with another individual as fixed and tangible medium. Yep, there we go. So, tangible medium. So, not ideas, facts, or processes. Because ideas, facts, and processes are not tangible. What form of expression is subject to copyright? Your name, idea for business. Nope. Your grandma's recipe for apple pie. No. Your amateur video. Your name. Your amateur video of a family vacation. Next, you created a video and shared it with YouTube. What should you know about copyright? Anyone can freely use your video. No. Your video becomes viral and may lose copyright. No. Copyright law protects original videos, including those on YouTube. Updated. Here. Next. Submit. Okay. Is that it? Quiz. Navigate copyright permissions. Content creators and content owners and creators should know when to grant or obtain copyright permissions and licenses. As concepts such as fair use, fair dealing, and public domain may impact. Anybody else want to say hi? No? Never mind. How to spot when you need copyright permission and licenses. Oh god, now we're really going to law school. If I get this certificate, then I might deal with whatever the hell Will Ryan is bringing to me. Otherwise, I might be vulnerable to any type of threat. I'm not saying he's threatening me. I'm just saying I don't feel like being a pushover. Sometimes. You must secure with rights to all amounts, including the music, images we play in the background, video clips, photos. The first step, you need to contact the copyright owners, right holders directly and negotiate an appropriate license for use. Licenses typically contain explicit permissions for use of the content. Limitations on exclusively specific rights, duration, geography, or other terms. You should seek legal advice for any licensing agreement and certain rights are granted. Which rights are reserved by the owner? Be smart on your phone. Just because you record something on your smartphone or other device doesn't mean you always own the copyright for what it contains. For example, you can record concert footage. The rights to the content material could be held by the performer, music label, or publisher. I guess a rock concert is copyright material. Huh. But why the hell did what's-his-name answer that question? So, a rock concert could be copyright. Even if you purchase content such as songs from iTunes, you don't inherently have rights to include that content in your video. To help creators find music, YouTube offers audio library, free music, and sound effects we can use. Recording, cover your covers. Some people assume making a cover doesn't. If you perform a cover song, make sure you have permission from the copyright owner. You may need additional licenses to reproduce the original sound recording, include the song of the video, or display their lyrics. Use works fairly with fair use. Fair use or dealing is a legal doctrine that defense that says you can reuse copyright and protected material in circumstances without getting permission from the copyright owner. Courts have ruled that right holders must consider fair use or fair dealing before they send a copyright takedown notice. Copy fraud. We submit a copyright notice. A false copyright claim. Wrong, at least on the U.S. Australian material that is not copyrighted is free for all use. I guess will be the first step I take if I ever get into law school. Courts have ruled that, right? A specific case based on a set of principles to consider whether a piece of content can benefit from fair use or fair dealings exception. For example, works of commentary, criticism, research, teaching, or news reporting must be considered fair use or fair dealing. Works of criticism is fair use, and therefore not subject to copyright takedown. So I could criticize Will Ryan whenever I want! Nah, I'm not gonna go too far. Maybe. Okay. In any case, I need to be very careful for what I do. Not to incite a response, but simply to bring light to bring some awareness of what's going on. Because facts are not copyright. Okay. Specific rules relating to fair use or fair dealing vary on a national basis. By the way, example, when analyzing a specific case, U.S. courts look into the 4 factors of fair use. The purpose and character of the use, including whether use of commercial nature or non-profit educational purposes, the nature of the copyright work, the amount and substantiality of the portion used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole. The amount and substantiality. So, 3 seconds of the work is not the work. You can provide a sample, but that's about it. Pull out. Move on. After getting the whole entire discussion solved, then you move on. The effect of use upon the potential market for value of copyrighted work. Giving credit to the copyright owner, including disclaimers such as no infringement intent, doesn't necessarily constitute as fair use. Similarly, declaring an upload to be for entertainment purposes only isn't an automatic defense. Even if you add original material to someone else's copyright work, your video may not qualify as fair use. So be sure to carefully consider all your factors in getting legal advice if needed. Of course, there are... What? Jared criticized the game using short gameplay clips to illustrate specific points. Not the whole entire thing. Your current fun video that contains some of your material should evaluate some of the 4 factors. For example, a video could make use of content in a new and transformative way that has a social value beyond the original, such as a parody or critique. Copyright protects works for a set period of time. The length of the term of copyright depends on the various factors, such as dates and place of publication. Whether it's work of corporate authorship when working eventually lose their copyright protection, they fall into public domain, making them free for everyone to use. So in other words, when a person's work falls into public domain, they're not subject to copyright at all. They're not anyone's legal property or intellectual property. Because tort law is frickin' hard. Oh my god. When works eventually is a copyright section, making them free for everyone to use. There's no official list for works in the public domain, so it'll be your responsibility to verify that the work is in the public domain if you want to use it. For example, in 1968, the horror film Night of the Living Dead entered the public domain, free for others to reuse. However, the remake of the film 1990 is still under copyright protection and cannot be used without permission. The 1968 one, yes. 1990, no. Because it's still under copyright law and therefore nobody can use it. Get creative with open licenses. Lamborghini. Creative Commons license provides different kinds of open licenses to create. So content owners can grant someone else permission to use their work under certain circumstances. Over 4 million product anyone can remix, transform, and build upon the material in these videos for free. YouTube allows users to mark their videos the Creative Commons by license. If you mark your video with this CC by license, you retain your copyright to reuse your work to the terms of the license can choose. Which describes how copyright applies to a cover song. You need permission. You only need permission for songs playing on the radio. You don't need permission if you perform. No! You don't need permission if the artist has passed away. From the songwriter or music publisher. Yes. Yep! What is an effective strategy to avoid infringing our copyright on giving credit to the creator? No. That's not a defense. Checking the video has been posted on their websites. No. Obtaining explicit authorization with the copyright owner. Including a disclaimer. Explicit authorization? Yes. Which is not a main factor when the U.S. courts analyze fair use. Okay, fair use. Purpose and character of the use? No. Effect on the copyright owner ability to profit? No. Portion of the original use? Portions! Damn it. Location? No. Crap. I thought it was portion, like 3 seconds. But I guess that idea didn't come up right. The middle two. Purpose and character of the use. Like for profit? No. Location. Location of the copyright owner. Maybe. I thought it was just... Maybe. Is it really subject to nationalities? I'll have to look that up. So location is a factor. A huge factor. Managing your copyright online. Who else is here? No one? Oh, well, never mind. Protect your copyright on YouTube. Distinguish out content ID claims from copyright takedowns. Evaluate disputes and counter notifications. Stay clear of copyright violations. Don't get banned, or else! Fans from around the world come to YouTube to watch their favorite content. Whether it's Sai showing his iconic dance and game style, or life noggin answers such as, why do we cry? YouTube's tools help our partners and creators share digital content with a massive audience while exercising control of their intellectual property. YouTube has actively worked with government, policymakers, industry representatives, and creators to protect individual expression and intellectual property. We have also invested heavily in technologies like Content ID support to rights management across platforms. Since being launched, Content ID has created over $2 billion to rights holders. As a business on YouTube, to open up opportunities for maximizing your revenue, you also devote sufficient resources to copyright management. By doing so, you can protect your intellectual property. And if you have access to Content ID, effectively monetize user-generated content that uses your copyright material. As a business on YouTube, to open up opportunities for maximizing revenue, you'll want... Why? The money. Why? You'll want to devote some sufficient resources to copyright management. By doing so, you can manage and protect your intellectual property and have access to Content ID. Effectively monetize user-generated content that uses your copyright material. Distinguish Content ID claims from copyright takedowns. What's the difference? Never have enough water. Okay. So resource handling. If you have Content ID enabled for your business, we recommend completing the rights enforcement with Content ID course. Content ID is an industry-leading copyright technology that provides rights holder with new ways to manage and monetize their content on YouTube. Launched in 2007, Content ID compares videos uploaded with reference sites provided by rights holders. This is a digital fingerprint that contains ID, derives from the source, and then compares against potential matches. When a video matches a source, it is claimed. Rights holders can choose to make money from it, leave it up to tracking view statistics, or block it from YouTube. The majority of partners monetize their claims, but if you choose to block, you immediately block the video from being viewed and alert the uploader. Copyright takedown. YouTube compiles with notices of copyright infringement pursuant to the U.S. Digital Millennium Copyright Act, DMCA, in line with the notice and takedown provisions of the applicable national law. DMCA takedowns are formal, legal requests that require specific elements in order to be complete and actionable. The fastest way to do this is via our web form. We also accept free-form copyright infringements, submitted by email, fax, and mail. Remember to verify rights and consider factors of fair use. So, Content ID is like a soft way of doing it. You can claim a video that has your stuff in it, and you still get the revenue. But copyright takedown is like a strike with legal enforcement. I don't think it'll need to come to that point. Or will it? Nah, I don't think so. No need for it to come to that. I'm not as messed up as everybody thinks I am. When a video mentions a source, it is claimed, and rights holders can choose to make money. No. Skip! We also accept free form, blah, 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 blah. Remember to verify your rights to consider factors such as fair use or fair dealing before submitting a copyright takedown. You must include your contact information, signature, video, or URL elements. First, with copyright layout, we require complete copyright notifications for each removal request. If we receive a valid infringement application, we remove the video from the user and issue a copyright strike to the uploader. User receive 3 have their accounts terminated. Crap. Good thing I never got dinged heavily like that. Because I don't go around pissing people off. I just look at things and feel like, no! Don't look at me! Well, YouTube has a robust system for processing takedown requests. It's your responsibility to use the system correctly. Only initiate a copyright takedown when you have a good faith belief that the use of material is not authorized by the copyright owner, agent, or law. Misuse of the process may result in account suspension or legal consequences. Content ID is designed to streamline rights management. You should always operate within the scope of your rights. For example, if you license news footage for your document video, you may want to share the video on YouTube. Do not claim other videos that have licensed the same footage, abusive, or fraudulent claims that result in penalties, including legal liability and termination of partnership. There we go. Evaluate disputes and counter notifications. Including legal liability and termination of partnership. Evaluation disputes and counter notifications. If a video on YouTube has been claimed through a content ID or removed due to copyright takedown, the uploader should assess who has the appropriate rights, whether legitimate. When copyright material was included without explicit permission, the uploader may delete the video or seek to license the content from the rights holder. However, if the uploader has sufficient rights to believe the video qualifies as fair use, they may choose to contest that content ID claim or copyright takedown by filing a dispute or counter notification, respectively. So, action disputes that content ID claim, resolved, temporarily suspends the claim. Maybe. I just edited the videos. I don't really, get the frickin' disputes. Action releases the claim, makes the claims inactive, reinstate the claim, issues the takedown. Oh god, there's a lot of stuff here. How long does it go? What is the key difference between content ID claims and copyright takedowns? No. Content ID claims, nope. Last two are not. Are official legal requests. Takedown allow you to automate the removal. Nope. Official legal requests. Boink! If a user disputes a content ID claim which option is not available to the correct oh god, I didn't read that section. I should probably go over it right now. What am I looking for? Disputes an ID claim, which option is not available to the content owner in response. If a user disputes an ID claim, which option is not available? So if I dispute, release, reinstate, retract, dispute, reinstate claim, copyright takedown is not available. Is not available to content owner in response. Nope. Retract dispute. That didn't seem like any of the options. What happens if you release a claim during a dispute? Makes the claim inactive. The claim becomes inactive. Yep, there we go. Why should you monitor copyright strikes for your channels? Because 3 strikes and you're down. Account. Nope. Unable to take action. Copyright strikes are visible. Noticeable strikes may impact success. Access to features. Yep, there we go. Nice. Now, is there a quiz I have to take? No. I just download lesson. Is there no frickin' thing? I guess that's it. I guess that's the frickin' course. You just take the quiz. So yes, I seem to have some more experience with regards to copyright. Oh, did that? No, that's just one. No, it's just Rhythmbot. Don't worry. Okay, so I now have a bit of experience with copyright. I can definitely say that. But I wanted a degree. Alright. Now, what else is there? I did that. I did that. Wait, did I miss one thing? Copyright. Protect. I did the quiz. Review additional resources. Okay, I reviewed the resource. Try it. I tried it. You can do list of several examples. If you found a video, indicate what procedure. Oof. Right. Check it out. Is there anything I missed? Maybe. Oh well, never mind. Where's there? Let me just actually go over it. Try it. You've just created an original video. Let's several examples of what you can do with this content that you're exclusively to use. I can attempt to... what can you do with this content that are exclusive to you? I can do copyright the music within the material. We found a video on YouTube that improperly uses your brand name. Indicate what procedure you would use to address a particular issue. I would issue a content ID claim. There we go. Done. Now is it gonna do 100%? Nope, it only went up a bit. I missed something. Try it! You manage a channel that sometimes features parody of music videos. Which fair use or fair dealings principle are important for you to remember? That ideas, that criticisms or research of an idea of said music video are subject to fair use. You find footage of online you suspect is in public domain. What steps can you take to investigate the copyright status? To check when the copyright expires. Because there's no official list of public domain. There's none. It doesn't exist. It's something up to everybody. Learn to stay clear of copyright infringements. Oh, I almost forgot that. Infringement, violating any exclusive rights or copyright content. Serious consequences to YouTube partners. Get one partner strike for every copyright strike issued to managed channel. Review violations result in suspension. From a legal perspective, if you are found guilty of copyright infringement, someone can receive substantial fees up to $150 per work infringed. Violations of copyright can result in other civil or criminal remedies. For reasons, it's essential to educate your teams about copyright and YouTube policies. As a business, you may have many channels. Now, of course, the business part. And then roll up on your review. To avoid accumulating partner strikes, consider how you select channels to ensure they pose a minimal risk and that the internal controls you can have placed in your channels. Partners may explore counter-attractions of the strikes we are issued. Because copyright can be complex, We encourage our community to understand the rules. For copyright owners and creators, abiding these rules can help prevent. Try it. Make a list of best practices for monitoring and responding to copyright ID claims. Search for names related to your content. What type of internal controls can help you mitigate the risk of copyright infringement of your channels? Internal controls. What types of internal controls can help you mitigate the risk of copyright infringement? Risk of copyright infringement. Avoid material that may visually or auditorily coincide with content of copyright. Let's see. There we go. Past, past, and past. Did I get it all? Yep! I did it! I got it all. I finished everything. So, get insights. YouTube analytics. 2 hours. And I did it in less time. I didn't even finish this. That's a jump start. Jump start the channel. Learn. There's a few things I missed. I should probably finish it all. Try it. Search for the videos. I gotta work on everything that I've just done. Oh my god. Create great content. Asset optimization for review. Work with creators. Unlock your gaming channel. Case studies from successful creators. Now I gotta ask you this. Why is your not story in there? Well, right? Nah, that's okay. Not everybody's story's in there. I'm allowed to criticize. I'm not jeopardize. Activate your nonprofit on YouTube. That speaks more to me. But the real question is, how long is it? How long does it take? Nope. Doesn't say how long. Or what amount of time. Unleash the power of storytelling. Showcase your movement on your channel. Maybe. I should probably take a break. What time is it? I did it for an hour and 20 minutes, and I think it's about time I should get out. Alright.